our life. We come against distractions and we pray that we be able to gain value from today's session. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. We'll be moving on to the next things. And now, from last week, we started this topic. And those that were around last week, we got a lot of value from Mrs. Nancy's session. And she even shared app that you can use, shared on the group. If you like, we can go back to it and listen and everything. So that we don't take much of our time. Remember, we are building brick on brick. So it's good. If you don't, very soon they'll post all the recording. So if you need to go back to it, you can go back to it to make sure that you take it all in. So that is it. So one thing we will know about wealth building is that it starts with our mindset. It starts from the heart. It starts from the soul. It starts from what you believe about it. If you believe that things will be hard and all of those things, that's how it will be. So mindset is really, really important. And when we talk about mindset, there's a fixed mindset, there's growth mindset. So if you have a fixed mindset, that kind of mindset is the one that is not ready to change and just see things as this is the end. But for growth mindset, you believe that more is possible, you learn and you are evolving. So some mindset we have to keep in mind as we consider wealth building is that wealth is the ability to fully experience life. So if you have wealth, people say if you have money, you have options. When you have money, you have options. Even as a lady, when you have money, you have options. Apart from that, you are free to really, express yourself, to do something. Some people just do jobs because they just need to live and, need to survive. So wealth is not just only money, but at least you have the freedom to experience, not to the extreme, but at least to follow, to pursue your dreams and every other thing. Another mindset you must have is that you should not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving, meaning that saving is the first thing you should do. If you are practicing 10% 10% savings or 20% savings or 50%, 15%, just make sure that you set it aside before you start spending. We all know, like, you need to budget, so at least you know that this is it, so that you will not go and save and still take out of it again. So it's very necessary that we do that. So we'll be looking at some truths about wealth too. One is that wealth is not built in a day. Wealth is not built in a day, but it's built in decision, in the small, small choices that we make. And, consistently, repeatedly, it brings freedom. Another thing is that you must learn how to turn income into assets and the assets into long-term stability. You can imagine borrowing money for something that may not last for long. Putting yourself under such duress is a lot. So it's better when we are looking at our income. People they teach us, even in the last session, about investing, how to make your money multiply and all of those kinds of things. That's another reason for saving. For example, there are people that do this, they call it a job, and what's the essence of gathering it? And then later you don't have any purpose for it, you still spend it. It's not worth the stress. So if you are doing that, we have to turn it into long-term stability. So everyone just have to start from somewhere. No matter what you are earning, you have to put a particular percentage down as you save. Sometimes it's the money that you save that will later save you, but it's better. Some will say it's better you have. It's better you save, you have it than you need it and not have it at all. So it's better. So we need to build it little by little, brick by brick. I mentioned that habit by habit. There was a time when maybe we would even consider writing a budget at all. your budget is in your head. Then at the end of maybe at the middle, you just see that the budget is not budgeting again. So you just need to build it brick by brick, those small choices, something that you wanted to buy. You have to close your eyes, you have to constrain yourself because you are thinking about what the next week will be and everything. So since we don't build it in a day, we just keep building it as we go on. Those are truths about wealth. So, and these are things that we should keep in our hearts even as we move forward, and our mentor will be here to teach us more. Keep it in your heart. Please don't forget. I know most of us, we are looking at, you must become that, financially free woman. Definitely. We'll have a conglomerate, wealth, you're able to do things for maybe the underdeserved people. Your purpose can just easily find expression and every other thing. So from there, we'll just be moving into TCW Africa. Welcome to everyone that is just joining us. We are considering wealth building, and we had our first session last week, and now we'll be having our second session, and we'll be expecting our mentor anytime soon. And we just did a recap about our mindset we must keep in place, and that wealth is not built in a day. Those small decision matters, and we keep building it. So, and to tell us about TCW Africa. The Confidence Woman Africa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the holistic development of girls and women. Take note of the word holistic. I mean, that's why if you look at the lineup of this mentorship, you see that it's truly brick on brick. Your spirituality, character, wealth, career building, everything is encompassed in it. So we are dedicated to the holistic development of girls and women through educational support, skills training, and mentorship. Our mission is to raise well-rounded women equipped with confidence, from our name, and capacity to fulfill their full potential. And we do this because we have a vision to groom a 360-degree balanced women across Africa, women that are confident, resilient, and empowered to initiate and support innovations that transform their communities. Another thing is that we do this through structured mentorship, guiding women to maximize 6 key areas. These areas are what help us to achieve that holistic building in identity, in character, health, career, relationships, and financial independence. We are also passionate about your education and skills, providing scholarship opportunities and tailored training programs for career growth and financial independence. If you're still together with me, give me an emoji. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can see it. Thank you. All right. So moving on. Wait, don't rush it. So moving on, we have deep thoughts for today. So, and this is just to put us in that place where we think deeply. To know that if you disappear today, would your bank account reflect years of hard work or years of survival? This kind of thing, you say is a rhetorical question because some people know the question in their heart to say, okay, so that you will not answer, but you have to something you should think deeply about. That's if you disappear today, would your bank account reflect years of hard work or years of survival? Ask yourself, are you working for money, or is money working for you? Or is your money working for you? Some to say you trade your time for money. Some people are trading their time for money, while some are using their money, to buy time. Another is that true wealth isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how well your money serves your life, your dreams, and your freedom. So these are things we should think about. I see that our mentor has joined the group. Can we give her a welcoming emoji? She came right on time. You're welcome, ma'am. Yes, thank you. So we're just doing a little introduction before we hand over to you. You're welcome, ma. Thank you. So since our mentor is here and ready for us, so I just want you to meet her. So I'll be reading her bio. So you listen attentively. You listen attentively. Okay, please, someone's mic is on. And
It's because you
okay, thank you. Thank you. So our mentor for today's session, you can see her. Hope you can see my screen. You can see our bio and see her name. I'll not forget the launching when we're launching the mentorship program. So, but let's just leave that aside. So that I'll be reading her bio. She's the CEO, the Jennifer Richard Company Ltd. Jennifer Richard is a trusted financial coach and the CEO of the Jennifer Richard Company Limited, specializing in helping professionals and forward-thinking organizations take charge of their finances, gain financial confidence, and boost employee productivity, and build a path to sustainable wealth. She's the founder of Flat Africa, an initiative that equips teachers to become financial leaders who drive positive and sustainable change in classrooms, empowering students for a resilient financial future. Flat Africa has trained over 600 teachers across 300. It's like I want to increase it across 30 plus schools in Abuja on financial literacy, empowering teachers to become financial role models in schools. Please, let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Sorry. Are we celebrating her? Can't see the emojis. Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma. So going deep into it, so you can have the floor, ma. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. Hi. Can you hear me?
Welcome, ma.
Can you all see me?
Yes, I can. We can see you.
Yes, I'm just hearing only you. I want to make sure everyone can hear me and they can see me.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you and we can see you. Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, please give me a minute. Okay. Hello everyone. So good to see you. Hi. Okay, can I see the fire emojis? I can't see them. How are you all doing? Let me get some reactions. How are you? How are you? Beautiful women. I can see you all. Hi, Esther. Hello, Joy. I can see my beautiful host. Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here. And I'm well fired up for this. So before I get started, I want to say a very big thank you to the host for having me. I don't take it for granted. Just as I see it as a great privilege, yeah, to share my knowledge with my fellow women. Like we used to say in school, my fellow Nigerian students. So it's a great privilege. Thank you so much, Ms. Patience, for putting this together. I understand how it feels like when you want to impact the world. So this is the best. This is the best you can do for your generation, and I'm giving you a big thumbs up. It's not easy. So to everyone that is here, thank you so much for joining in. It shows that you truly want to build capacity. You want to learn how to build wealth, which is one of the reasons we're here, because your wealth as a woman is your power. Yeah. So thank you so much, Miss Patience, for having me. Thank you for putting this together. Thank you so much, Miss Lois. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I can see Joy now. Hi, Joy. Hi, Esther. Hi, Teresa. Yeah. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. So today we'll be talking on wealth building, and I'm going to be very specific on that. Talking about women. Yeah. Like we're talking to ourselves. Yeah. So we are so many here. I want us to be very, very, very cooperative. When I want you to give me responses, you just go ahead and do that. So we can have a great time. And I'm believing that at the end of this, we'll all have something to take back home, something we can start running with. Yeah. And if you have any questions, like during the course of this session, please write it down so you don't forget. And please, there's no right or wrong question. You are not stupid. Your question is not stupid. Just bring it on. All right. So I just want us to bond. I want us to have like a foundation. So anything that is bothering you might be bothering someone else. Okay. And I'm very, very open to answering your questions. All right. So first of all, I want us to have a foundation of what wealth is. I beg your pardon. What wealth is to you might not be the same thing for me. Some people, wealth to them is like a healthy body, why some people a nice environment, some people their family, they just want to build their family. So it means different things to different people. And one thing I like, I believe some of us here are Christians, yeah. One thing I like about God is the fact that He wants us to have like a holistic life where your life is balanced. Financially, you are there. Physically, that's your body. Like the Bible said, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper, even as thy soul prospereth. Thou mayest prosper, I beg your pardon, and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. So there's a holistic point of wealth, not just financially. You know, when they talk about wealth, people think it's just money. No, it's not just money, because money is not the only thing in wealth. If it's only money you have, you are poor. You're still poor if it's only money you have. Some people are so poor that it's only money they have. So don't be that kind of woman. Don't be that kind of a woman that has just money. Because I mean, anybody can have money. Wealth is the holistic thing. Everything in the cake, not just the icing. Everything in the cake, right? So now to some people, let me give you this scenario where I talk about how wealth means different things to different people. So now, some people got married in their 20s. They got married when they were 21, when they were 20, 22, 23, even 24, 5 and that. They got married. They didn't have any financial freedom. They didn't have any job, no skill. They just fine young women. They got married. They said having kids, their husband was providing for them and all that. So now when they're getting to their 30s, their 40s, they're like, if I had known, I would have just looked for money. That's their regrets. They'll be like, shall I just look for money? No, you're not supposed to regret, because that was what looks like wealth to you. You wanted to get married. I'm not saying it is bad. I'm just telling you, I'm just giving different illustration of what wealth means to different people. Now, there's some people that say, me, if I don't make money, I cannot marry you. I don't want to suffer. So now this particular lady builds herself, builds capacity, and gets married in her 30s. I'm not saying you should get married in your 30s. I don't know. I don't know the marital status of everyone on this call right now. What I'm trying to say is that this person that got married at 30 and became financially stable or financially independent, got married and started having her kids in her 30s, would now look back and say, if I had known, I would have just gotten married in my 20s. You know, my children now would have grown, and I will not be doing school runs and all that, or I will not be doing this much school runs at this age. That woman is not also supposed to regret. Why? Because she chose financial freedom over family, excuse me. She chose financial freedom over family. And these two set of people, they are not better than each other. They just went for what they wanted. But now I'm trying to tell you that you can have everything figured out, even though some might suffer. But have that mindset that you can have your whole life figured out. You can have your whole life figured out. And that boils down to your mindset, how you approach life, because the world, it will be as big or small as you see it. It's just how you see the world. So the world is not changing. The world has always been like this, right from the days of old. All the bad things that are happening in the world, they've always been happening. But now we are seeing it like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I want you to have that mindset. And before I continue, I want you to know that as a woman, when we talk about the financial part of wealth, I advise every single woman to have that power. That financial part is a very, very important one. We're going to be covering the health part and other areas, but the financial part is one part that, I'm a financial coach. My name is Jennifer. Oh, I've not introduced myself well. Aside, I like telling people my name because I love my name. So my name is Jennifer Richard. I'm a financial coach, and she has introduced me, but I just like saying it out loud. My name is Jennifer Richard. Yeah. So many of the women that reach out to me, they always complain about one thing. It is always the money part. If I had known, I would have made my own money. If I had known, because let me tell you, as a woman, if you are single here, I think this will help you more. Once you have financial power, once you have financial stability, it helps you to see the world clearer. You don't get married out of pity. You don't get married out of hunger, desperation, or need. You're not looking for someone to feed you. You're looking for someone that you can build with. And that's because a major part of your life has been sorted. You get so many people that are going through challenges in their marriages. Aside other challenges that might be there, the financial part is a very critical part. If you figure it out on time, trust me, every other thing can be handled. I know there are spiritual parts, there are other parts, but once you can deal with the financial part, because many people that went into marriage, they went into marriage because of lack. It was like an escape route for them. They wanted to get married, so the man would bring them out of poverty. And now some of them are shocked. Some of them are shocked because no man is supposed to do that. I know that there's some people that will get married to a rich man and they'll be rich. I know that there are some. But why some? If you don't have the mindset, if you don't have the capacity, even when you get married to a rich man, you'll still be small. And trust me, it might leave you behind. Okay, so let's not digress. What is wealth for a woman? Wealth for a woman is the power to make choices without financial fear. You don't have anything to lose. Because some people, like I saw a joke of someone saying, I don't want to do it again. I'm breaking up with you. And the person was like, I don't have transport. Like you don't even have transport to leave the relationship. You don't even have vex, like Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo would say, you don't even have vex money. Like you went out on a date with somebody and the person is saying what you don't like. You cannot even go. You cannot work out because you don't even have transport fare. You don't have Uber money. That's the level some ladies are. I don't want anybody on this call to be there. It's a very bad place to be. Because trust me, once your finances, because now when it comes to wealth building, it's not even about the money you accumulate. It's not about the money you accumulate. It's about the person you become. A wealthy woman, there's a way she thinks, there's a way she reasons, there's a way she plans, there's a way she strategizes. It's holistic. It will affect every other part of you. That's why when a rich man loses money, he can get it back because it's not about the money. A man is wealthy because almost all his life is figured out, not just the money. His relationship is intact, relationships intact, his health intact, his spirituality intact, then his finances also intact. So don't just focus on the money part, but the money part is very important. And I'm going to be diving deep into that because it's something that most women lack. Some women are just fine. They are just fine, beautiful, good shape, good character, they serve God and all that. But when it comes to the money part, they make poor choices. They make poor choices. And if you cannot handle money, you cannot handle major areas of your life. The Bible said, if you cannot handle mammon, who is going to entrust you with the riches of the world? Or who is going to entrust you with more? Money. If you can't handle money. So be a woman that knows how to make her money. Now, working through the process of making money, there are so many processes involved. One, your mindset. How do you think? How do you see the world? What does wealth mean to you? How do you interact with people? Do you even take care of yourself? Do you work out? This working out, I'm shooting myself in the leg because I'm not always meeting up to my expectations, but then I try to at least do like 10,000 walks sometimes, 10,000 steps, I mean. But how is your health like? Do you take water? Do you go for checkup? How is it like for you? Or you just want to make money? Or you just want to get married to a rich man? These are things you need to put into consideration. Because trust me, there's nothing as sweet as a woman that understands herself, understands her vision. Oh my God. A woman that understands herself. Because you have to understand yourself. Understand yourself. Understand yourself. Know who you are and what you can do. Have a vision. All right. When you have a vision, those two things are very powerful. Then we can now start talking about other things like a relationship with God, which is very important. Then your relationship with people. All right. So wealth is having the power to say no. When you have money, you can say no. I used to tell people that as a woman, if you don't know how to build wealth, like financial wealth in this case, you make poor choices and you will see basic things as somebody trying to help you. Just imagine me. How will you buy shawarma for me? And I'll be like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, you are saying that the person came to rescue you. No, it's a basic thing. But because of how some people think, I want shawarma, you can fall for it. Why is this guy buying me shawarma? It is normal. Can't you afford shawarma? Can't you take yourself out on a date? So when somebody does it for you, you now feel as if you're not loved at home. Why? Your mindset. And it has nothing to do with where you're coming from. All right? Because even if you're coming from a very somehow background, you can rise above your background. You can actually rise above your background. And women, there's so much inside of you. There's so much you can do as a woman. God calls us multipliers, right? We're helpmates. Have you ever asked yourself what a helpmate means? If you are a helpmate, it means you are stronger than the person you are helping. Have you thought about it like that? How can you help somebody if you don't have strength? It's just like you telling me to come and bring you out from a hole. I need to have capacity that is more than you, that is inside of the hole, to be able to bring you out. Are we together? Am I speaking so fast? Are we still here? I'm talking to myself. Let me get some emojis. Some emojis, so I know you're here, so I know you're following. Hello?
Yeah, with you, ma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, wealth, let me give some definitions of wealth. Like I said when I started, this is gender specific. I'm talking to women, and to my fellow women. Yeah, confident women. So wealth is a woman's ability to sustain herself and her family, even when life changes. When life changes, you can sustain yourself. It doesn't matter, and it will help you make better choices. Wealth is a woman's ability to sustain herself and her family, even when life changes. So some people that want to get married, and when they say a woman is a helpmate, if you're not stable enough, how do you become a helpmate when you don't have anything? That's number one. Wealth for a woman is the power to make choices without financial fear. Without financial fear. Like your yes is yes. You are saying yes because you want to say yes, not because situations around you is making you say yes. No, you're saying yes because you want to say yes. And you're saying no because you don't want it. Not because you are hungry. Not because you're hungry. Because trust me, hunger can make you do. I have seen things, so I've heard stories. Forget the social media paparazzi. So many women are going through a lot. I saw a post on Instagram. The post says, is it 70% of Kenyan women are focused on their career now? So most of the men they don't have wives to marry. Many women are now going for personal development. They're not going for capacity building. And trust me, if you're getting married in your 30s, you should get married better because now you have capacity, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom. You can see better. You can spot a red flag from afar. All right? You can spot a red flag from afar because you've invested. You've invested in yourself. You've built yourself. Trust me, you enjoy life more when you have your own money. You have your own cash. You can live life on your terms. So you don't become that woman that will say, my husband is not around. I don't know why I'm saying this like a relationship coach, but I think I just had to say that because it just kept dropping my heart. My husband is not around for small expenses that you can take care of. Okay, I want it to be a light that shines that your husband will be like, Miss Jennifer Richard, my wife, or my name is Kelvin. I'm Jennifer's husband. So you don't hide under the shoulder of your husband because you are light. So when you meet another light, you guys shine brighter. Okay, so I said wealth is the ability of a woman to sustain herself and her family, even when life changes, even when life brings you down. Because yes, there's going to be a time when you will need someone. There's going to be a time when you have to support. Yeah. So wealth is having assets, income, and peace of mind, not just salary. You have assets, you have income, and you have peace of mind. So wealth is the confidence to walk away. Like I said, you can walk away from toxic workplaces, relationships, and financial dependence. So you can have vex money. So wealth is the confidence to be able to walk away from toxic relationships, toxic workplaces, and financial dependence. You don't have to depend on people because you understand what that means. All right. So now I'm going to be dwelling more on the financial part. So if we have more time, I will now talk about the remaining part. So now let's talk about financial wealth, because when it comes to wealth, we have like so many how do I put it now? So many keys in one box. All right, so many keys in one box. So when you get one key, it should help you to unlock other keys. Okay, money is even the least, but money is very important because there's so many things that can buy money. Money is not the most important currency when it comes to currencies, right? You can buy what money can buy with relationship. You can buy what money can buy with integrity. You can buy what money can buy with character. You can buy what money can buy with relationships. Yeah. Just like somebody saying, tell her she's from me. Tell her she's from me is, is better than your PhD. And it is faster and more reliable than your PhD. That's relationship. You don't have money, but you have people who have money who can come out for you. That's relationship. I'm giving you this 10 million naira. You don't have it though. I'm giving you because I trust you. You are a person of integrity. That's a currency that is above money. But I'm going to be focusing on the money part as well. For now, I'm going to focus on the money part. So now when you want to build financial wealth, the foundation to building wealth is financial literacy. Financial literacy. You need to have financial literacy to be able to understand all these things I'm talking about. And what is financial literacy? Financial literacy is, in simple terms, is understanding how money works, understanding how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money. All right. So when somebody is financially literate, it means the person has the skills, the person has the capacity, the knowledge on how to manage their money. So now you can be professionally successful or financially illiterate. So financially illiterate people, like when you say somebody is financially illiterate, it doesn't mean the person is not insulting you. It's not an insult. It's just a state of your mind that can be changed, right? So you don't make wealth, you become wealthy, right? You don't make, you become. So there's a becoming. So when you go to school, for example, you go to school to study medicine on how to like be a doctor. But when you come out of that school, so the school you're going to now is financial literacy. So when you come out, you now become a doctor. You become a doctor. So financial literacy is helping you become wealthy, right? Because before you get it in your hands, you must have become it. You must have become it. So it's not like, you just wake up and just say money. No, before money starts, I'm not talking about 10K. I'm not talking about 100K. Money, like real money that can shake your phone when you hear, you have to attract it. And there's a frequency that you have to come to. There's some things I'm going to be saying today that when some of you hear, when you hear it, you'll be like, I understand. That's because you are on the same frequency with me. Why some people, what I'm saying might not really resonate with you now. And why is that? You're supposed to build your frequency to that level. Now, let me explain. Some of us are Christians, yeah? Have you noticed that when you want to have church programs, like when you're preparing for church programs, your pastor or your general overseer might tell you to start fasting. There'll be fasting in church, there'll be prayers, there'll be vigils. Do you know the reason for that thing? Your pastor is trying to set you to a particular frequency. They're trying to set you, he's trying to fine-tune your mind to where he is. And that's why you can receive. Why do you think some people go for an event or for a program and some people get their miracles, why others don't? It's not because God is partial. It's not because God is wicked. But there's a particular level you need to come into to be able to work at that frequency. So it comes to them easily. That's why when a rich man loses his money, he can attract it back because he has become. Why am I giving this illustration? Financial literacy will help you become that person that is capable of handling wealth. Because people talk about the people talk about the law of attraction very well. But there's something greater than the law of attraction, which is the law of vibration. The law of vibration. And it means that what you are attracting is based on who you are. If you're attracting toxic people, check yourself. Have you not seen how sometimes you enter into an environment, you just blend in? That's because you are operating at that frequency. When doctors meet doctors, they flow. When you enter a garden of doctors, they will talk one, you'll be like, this is big grammar. But it's not a big grammar to a fellow doctor or someone in the medical field. That's how it is with money. Some people think this money thing is also confusing. Financial literacy will help you understand financial information. So that's where you should start. Your wealth starts from knowledge. First is awareness. You need to be aware of where you are. Where are you financially right now? Be honest. Get a notepad. Where am I? How much do I have in my account? How much do I want to have? And it's good we're having this now because it will help you plan for 2026. Yeah. So financial literacy is you being able to acknowledge the facts. Oh, I don't know. I want to know. Then you start the process. Because money in the hands of a financially illiterate person is a disaster. That's why people that win the lottery, give them some time to go back to poverty and start begging. Do you know why? If you don't empower the mind, your hands will not be able to sustain money. It can't keep it. It can't keep it. And now that's the power of mentorship. Because it's not like it's one-off. You are being built step by step, layer after layer, until you become. And so now, from everything I'm going to be saying today, it shouldn't end here. Keep at it. Maybe what I'm saying might just spark something inside of you, and you start building upon it. I can't do all the work, right? I can just be the one sowing the seed. And before I started my session, Ms. Lois was already talking about wealth, and she was giving some powerful tips. She was sharing some powerful tips that are all like, thank you for making the job easier for me. I think I can focus more on the financial literacy part. Yeah. So be aware, go for knowledge, be hungry for knowledge, go for knowledge. So financial literacy, when somebody is financially literate, it means the person has this capacity. So now I'm going to be walking you through the basics of financial literacy. I'm going to be walking you through. I'm going to be very fast so we can achieve so much in this short time. Please let me know when I have just 5 minutes left. So you can get like a whole bunch of the cake in this short period of time. So now, how do you become financially literate, or how do you become financially intelligent? Like I said, financial literacy is a school you have to pass through to become financially intelligent. That means you now become a person that can attract wealth, right? So now, number one, your mindset. You know, I keep talking about the mindset because that's where everything falls. Now, let's do something. Some of you cannot save. You cannot invest. As a matter of fact, some people are ending this year with zero savings. It's not because you did not make money. Money entered your hands. I can hear myself. What's going on?
I don't know what happened, but you are still on.
Hello? Okay, I think it's good now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Someone's mic is on. Please, Vera, can you mute your mic? Vera, please mute your mic.
Okay, Vera.
Okay, are we good? Okay, Lois, can you mute for
Okay, so I have muted her. Please, Ima, you can unmute so that we can hear you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. Sorry for that.
you.
Yeah, so what was I saying now? What was the last thing I said?
You're talking about financial literacy going to.
Okay, so I was talking about the mindset, yeah. That's the first place you have to start. I want you to start thinking big. That's where the work is. We can even just close the session with just the mindset. Because like I said, you see the world from your lens. The lens, like everybody has a lens, what they use in seeing the world. So the world is either big or small from how you see it. Okay. So your mindset is one of the major, it's not only my it's a major factor in your journey to success, like building wealth. So until you build an abundance mindset, you will save from now to 2035. And at the end of the year, you will see nothing. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you don't want to save. Wanting to save is one thing. Being committed to save is another thing. And now let me tell you, we have been conditioned, our environment, even as Africans, as Nigerians, we have been conditioned to spend everything. We have been conditioned to eat everything with our 10 fingers. So now, someone that came from a poor background, God helps the person now gets a good job. So you'll be thinking, this person has made it. Oh, God, thank you. But even in that abundance, the person will be spending recklessly. You know, poverty is a bastard, though, because when you think you have outgrown it, when it comes to money, like I said, it's not just about money. So when people don't get this abundance of money, they have this inflow of money. Then Oga Poverty now shows up. Oga Poverty mindset and now say, you have suffered in this life. Chop this money, spend this money. You now spend. You say, I don't suffer. I remember when I used to trek from Bagada to through Leary. I remember when I used to trek, you start spending it. That's your mindset. It's a conditioning. And that's not how the rich they spend their money. If not, they'll not be able to reach because they'll not be able to sustain their wealth or their riches. So that mindset is what keeps so many people, so many salary earners, so many high income earners. They keep going in circles. They're earning 1 million. I had a client that ends, I think she ends up with 3 million, yeah. But when we did like an audit of her finances, I discovered that she's doing well to an extent, but she could do more. She could do more. So when we finished our sessions, we're like, Jesus, that my money is going to. Yes, that's where money is going to. We saw some loopholes. She has the money, but we still saw some loopholes. How many of you earn up to 3 million here? And check how much you spend, how you spend the money. So it's your mindset. You have to work on your mindset. Have an abundance mindset. But then as you start making money in life, try as much as possible to kill the mindset you're coming from, the way you've been conditioned. Let me give you one example. You know how some people will go out, they will eat chicken, they will not eat the bone. Are we together? Like you finish eating chicken, you finish eating the flesh, you start eating the bone. Now, if you have an abundance mindset, and if chicken is always in your kitchen, you will not be able to finish it. Some people will be like, this man knows how to eat, he not even finish his chicken. He doesn't have to finish it because he's not hungry. He can eat the chicken anytime. But some of us will eat the bone because we're coming from a place where the chicken self don't used to go around. So even when you have the money, you don't want it to waste. You say, we are okay, but you still eat. Another example, you finish taking tea. You now pour water inside the cup, you now rinse it, and you now drink it. Why? If you had enough tea, you'll not do that. Are you seeing how our mindset, even as adults, is following us? You don't want anything to waste. It's a poverty mindset. So some of the things we do are mindset. I know this mindset, they are set of beliefs, like that has been inbuilt, like it has sat down inside of us. And you need awareness, not just awareness now. You need awareness and intentionality to start breaking it down, to start saying, no, I don't want this kind of life. I walk in abundance. You need to be conscious of it. So to become wealthy, you need to work on your mindset. How do you think? So for some of us that still has this poverty mindset, this scarcity mindset, you see somebody, you think, this person did makeup, or the person is better than me. Oh, this person is wearing fine dress, or it's a lie. Let me teach you something. When you see somebody that has more money, especially a woman, when you see a woman that has more money, she's not better than you. It just shows that the woman decided to focus more on building wealth, on building money, her money life or her financial life. She's not better than you. When you see a woman that has a very good makeup on, pimp, human hair, nails all done, she's not better than you. She just paid more attention to her makeup. She woke up earlier than you are. Now you decide to wake up, rub powder, run out. Nobody asked you not to do makeup. So it just shows that the person gave attention to makeup and to how she looks, how she wants to appear. So when you have that mindset, nobody's going to intimidate you because it just shows that that person paid more attention. When you see someone that speaks so well, the person is not better than you. It shows that this person has given more attention to building their speaking skills. So anything you admire, you can become if you have the ability, or you don't have the ability to do what they did. If you see a graduate and I say, this person is a graduate, so I beg. No. If you see a graduate and you want to be a graduate, you can go back to school. A graduate is not better than you that have not gone to school. It shows that the person decided to spend their time in school, to invest that time, that 4 years in school, and you can invest it as well. Yes, you can. Anything you desire. And anytime you see somebody doing something great and you feel it's because you have the capacity to do that thing as well. There's an inner baby inside of you saying, here, I'm here, I can do this as well. Because we have it. That's why you go for conferences. That's why you go for events. Because it gives you this spark. You see some things that are possible. Okay? You see some things that are possible. When you think your dreams are not possible, there are environments when you enter that they are living your dreams like every day. It's their everyday life. So sometimes you look at life from your reality. No, it's only you that does not have money. People they will get money for this country. It's not no, that is not, it's no joke. It may be your location. So sometimes you have to move out of your is it geography now or your environment? Go out there and see people living your dreams. Like they're waking up to your dreams every day. Like some people say your dreams now water. Okay, so I'm trying to make you understand something that you can become anything you want to become if you are willing to put in the work. Because your mindset is what is going to distinguish you. Me, I can wear bathroom slippers and stand confidently, like confidently. Because now, if you're talking about human hair, you're talking about expensive bags and shoes, talking about iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 18, whatever. What if you enter a room where everybody has what you have? What is going to distinguish you? You are saying, oh, I'm fine. Let me find pass for this room. What if you enter a room and everybody's so beautiful, like gorgeous? So what you have or what is around you shouldn't make you valuable. It is what comes out of you that will make you valuable. And that's what you should focus on building. That's what you should focus on building. So your mindset. And now for some of us that have this problem of mindset, because we keep becoming aware of ourselves. Personal awareness. So as we grow, as we get knowledge, we are becoming more aware of ourselves. It helps us become more. It helps us do more. So now let me share with you how you can start building a different mindset. Because if you want to stop a habit, you can't just stop a habit. You have to replace it with another habit. You don't just remove an engine oil from the engine. No, if you want to take out a bad engine oil, you have to replace it for the other one to flush out. Okay, let me use another scenario. You have a glass of water, a glass of muddy water. So if you want to clean it up, you don't just pour out the muddy water. What you do, you start pouring in clean water. Keep pouring clean water. Keep pouring clean water. Keep pouring clean water. And before you know it, your cup is clean. You have a clean cup of water. That's how it is with our mindset. All those limiting beliefs that we have, you have to now start pumping in healthy habits, healthy beliefs, powerful things. You keep pouring it into your cup. You start reading books. You start going for seminars. You start going for conferences, both the free ones and the paid ones. Yeah, you start taking actions. You start making good friends. Leave your environment. Some of you have decided to be village champions. You're a big fish in a small pond, and you're celebrating and you have arrived. No, in order for you to be a little fish in a very big sea, you have the capacity to grow. I don't know who this is for, but the person will pick it. Read books. Start reading books. I can recommend Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, one of the most powerful books of all time. Number one should be your Bible. For those of us that are Christians, there's this women devotional Bible. I think the last time it should be less than 20,000. Please invest in that. Invest in that. It will help you a lot because it has a 1-year Bible plan. It has some women in the Bible you can study. Like, it's very easy. The English is simplified for you to understand because trust me, everything we are doing in the world is in the Bible. Think and Grow Rich is just like a modified version of how a man thinketh. As a man thinketh in his heart, that's how he is. So all these things we are doing in the world is like people modifying what they saw in the Bible. Even in the business world, everything is in the Old Testament. How to build businesses, how to build nations, everything is in the Bible. So if you're not reading your Bible, you're doing yourself a disservice because everything is there. You can get principles from there. You can get principles from there. When you read stories in the Bible, you pick the code because the Bible is written in codes. Don't just focus on the story. Like when you read the book of Ruth, when you read the book of Ruth, she lost her husband, she followed her mother-in-law, and they went back to Israel. Yeah. So now she didn't say, my husband has died, oh, let me just stay. No, she told her mother-in-law that she wants to go to the field. What does it show you? This woman went to work. And for you to go and work in the field, it means you already have a skill. You already have a skill to work in the vineyard. Because if you don't know how to do it, you're like, I want to work. Well, how do you want to do it here? No, she already has a skill. Listen, the second thing she was doing is the man noticed her. The first time, she was not strategic. She just wanted to do something because she had a skill. The second thing, Boaz noticed her. So when the mother-in-law was like, oh, who gave you this? Who was favorable unto you? Who gave you this one? It was like, Boaz. Oh, Boaz is from our kinsmen and all that. Now, that was where positioning started. The mother-in-law said, you should take your bath, apply perfume, and when you go, be like this, stay here, don't show yourself. Like, that was strategy from the Bible. The book of Ruth, you can go and check it out for yourself. The one said you should pray for, take care of yourself, look good, and go. So are you saying that this thing I'm telling you now is from the Bible? So somebody can just pick up this story now. I used to write a book and put it, the secrets of becoming a Wonder Woman, and you will buy. So moving on, your Bible, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's a very powerful book. You should read, excuse me. Then The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind. The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. It will do a lot to your mind. Some of the things that you are doing, you don't know that you got it from your parents. Because the fruit will not fall very far from the tree. It's always very close. So number one, your Bible, I've recommended the devotional Bible. It's purple. It's purple in color. Good news. It will help you a lot. You're going to tell me thank you for that. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I think Ms. Patience can ask me to send the link. There's a link I can share with you guys. If you want to read any book at all, just go on the site, search for it, and you can download on like PDF. For those of you that likes ebooks, me, I like hard copy and soft copy anyways. So you can do Compound Effect to show you the power of small efforts accumulated over time. which other one? There are a lot of them, but these ones will help you. These ones will really, really help you to help set you on that road to becoming more. There are so many books you can read, but these ones will really help you. Think and Grow Rich, The Power of Desire, is a lot. I know we can't cover everything once, so I'm just going to be sharing the ones that comes to my mind. Yeah. Now, I just finished talking about mindsets. Let's move on. When you say working on your mindset, you say reading. Because three things will change the trajectory of your life. Three major things will change the trajectory, like how your life will eventually become. Number one, the people you meet can change your life. Number two, the places you go to can change your life. Number three, the event you attend can change your life. These three things, they are very powerful. Because now you can link people to relationships. When you meet people, you can have relationship with them. I remember what I said, relationship is as powerful as money. There's some people that are doing big things. You're like, have you not gone for a wedding? You'll be like, wow, these people don't get money now. See cars, see Benz. They don't have money, but they know people that has money. That's it. That's a very powerful thing. Like I said, you also have everything, but have people. You should be that kind of person that has access to anybody they want to have access to, like everybody they need. Relationships. Yeah. So let me move on to the next one quickly. Which is savings. Savings. If you want to build wealth, you need to know how to save, because it's from savings you enter into investment. Okay, it's from savings you enter investment. So now, for those of us that cannot save, let me tell you why you can't save. You know, I talked about the mindset, how you have been conditioned to spend everything. Some of us, we saw our parents spend everything. When they collect salary, they don't spend everything. You'll be like, that's how life is. No. So now let me tell you how or why you can't save, then I'll give you the solution. Number one, so many of you have not been able to save this year because number one, you start saving big amount of money. Your salary is 100,000 naira. Instead of you to start saving to 2K, you're like, I want to be saving like 30K. And at the end, you have saved nothing. Start with consistency before intensity. Some of you cannot save because you always want to start with intensity. If you had saved 100 naira from January 1st to December 31st, you will have 36,500. If you had saved 200, you will have 73K. If you had saved 1,000, you will have 365K. Then if you had saved 2K every day, that's 700 and what now? So just imagine, even 50 naira. I'm like, I can't save 100 naira. Oh my God, I can't save 100 naira. I can't save 500. I can't save. No, that's not for me. That's, God forbid, that's poverty. It's not poverty. You have to retrain your brain. You can actually retrain your brain. Your brain has been fixed. That's why your brain will make you spend everything. You go and withdraw your savings. You will break your colo. You will scatter your savings because your brain has been wired to spend everything. To be doing like if you don't spend it, you will die. So now for you to retrain your brain, you have to start small. Confuse your mind. Yes, you can actually confuse your mind. Some of you think it's not possible. So now let's do something. Let's do something very quickly. I want you ladies to imagine lime. Imagine lime. You know lime now. You know how lime is. The green lime. Imagine cutting it into two, squeezing it in your mind, like in your mouth. Squeeze it very well. Press it. How does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel? I must get a response. How does it feel?
Extremely sour.
Extremely sour. Someone else. How does it feel to you? I'm waiting. Let's say something. Or you guys muted your mics and you went to cook. How does it feel? Or how does it taste?
I can feel the saliva accumulate in my mouth.
Oh, beautiful. So now, what did you just do? You just confused your mind that you're taking lime. So the feeling you're having now is the same feeling the person that is taking lime is having. But the only difference is that the person has the fluid in their mouth. The person can swallow the fluid, but you don't have it. But that same feeling you have is the same feeling that person that has the lime right now is having. That's the smallest, smartest way to confuse your brain. If you are feeling heat, You can just assume you're in Canada, you're wearing one big winter jacket, you're feeling snow, just keep feeling, before you know you'll be cold. You can confuse your mind. Why don't you just confuse your mind into wealth? It sounds so funny, but it's true. You can retrain your brain. You can retrain your brain to start seeing abundance. You can retrain your brain to start saving. Your brain will tell you, ask that fine shoe. You say, no, that fine shoe can wait. I'll see that fine bag. It's the last one. Oh, buy one, get 7 free. You say, don't worry. There will still be another bonanza. Another promo will come. You are retraining your mind, but it has to start from the little things. Don't start this 2026. Don't start saving big money. Start saving to 200, 500. And if you use OPay, you can use OPay. OPay has a feature. I'm not the ambassador. I hope to become the ambassador one day, right? But you can use OPay. There's a feature on OPay that has, I think, safe lock. A safe lock, I guess. You can use it to be saving money every single day. You can tell them to debit you to 200 every day. If it's too much, 100 naira. We're not trying to build intensity or go deep. We want to start small. We want to train our mind. Oga, you cannot control my life again. I want to control my life. And start saving. Use OPay. You can use PiggyVest. But OPay is easier because almost everybody has OPay. You can start saving and they'll give you interest. So until you reach a particular day, and another one you can use is Cowrywise. Is it Cowrywise? Yes. It will lock it up. You cannot have access to it. Just put 100 naira, something that will not disturb you, that you will not feel. Because if you start with pain, your body will give up. You will give up. Start with something you can let go. 100 naira. 100 naira, I beg. Before you know, you build capacity. 100 naira will now look small. This thing I'm giving you now, this idea is what I used to break out of that savings thing. At some point, I had to put percentages. Like now, if I make any transfer, 20% is being deducted and saved up for me. It's being deducted and saved up for me. I remember when I was trying to do my business name registration in 2019? I used to have money, but registering that business was difficult for me. I had to be intentional. That was even before I now later registered my company. Was it 2 years ago? So you have to be intentional. You can train your brain to be whatever. Your brain is malleable. Your brain is elastic. Your brain is flexible. You can train your brain. You can go to school to become a medical doctor and say, this medical doctor, I've tried. You go back and become a lawyer and you will become a lawyer. You will go back again and become an engineer. You can do that with your brain. We're not even using 10% of our brain power. So start saving. Now, as we talk about saving now, the next thing that makes us not to save. Okay, I talked about people starting with intensity over consistency. Then you don't have a goal. Have what is driving you. Why do you want to save? Are you trying to save so that in December or now you will not join people saying, I was able to save 500K? No, there should be a strong reason why you are saving. Why do you want to save? I want to leave poverty. I want poverty to tell me bye-bye. That's a strong enough reason. I want to be able to give my family the life they deserve. That's a strong reason. I want to be able to live life on my own terms. That's a strong reason. If you don't have a strong reason, you will save. If you see any good clothes that is cheap, you will buy. Like, you want to buy it. They said a shoe is 10K. You wanted to buy one shoe, 10K. Then I said, if you buy 2, you will get 2 for 15K. And your mind will like, give me. At least I save 5K. It's a lie. You spent an extra 5K because your plan was to spend 10K on one shoe. You saw 2 shoes for 15K. You did not save an extra 5,000. You spent an extra 5,000. Are you seeing how it plays out? So don't allow people to use your brain. The way the world is wired, they don't want you to save money. Social media ads, things to buy here and there. Now we are in promo season, Black Friday, Black sales, flash sales, wide sales. So financial literacy will help you. But you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't know it, you just be like, it's normal. Christmas is coming. Some of you this Christmas, you don't need to buy anything. Wear what you have. I talk about confidence. When you are confident in yourself. Someone like me, I cannot be pressured. I told you. If you just catch me unaware, Jennifer, come and speak about this. I'll be confident. I will pass people that are wearing Louis Vuitton. I'll come and say my own. Because I know I have something to say. I know I have value that money cannot buy. My house got burnt in 2021. We lost everything. Every single thing in the house. Every single thing. The least I had were 3 gowns that I washed that was outside. My mom had nothing, just the clothes she was wearing. But that Sunday, that Sunday, it got burnt on a Monday. My house got burnt on the Monday. That Sunday, I was somewhere in Wuse to speaking. I was invited to come and speak. What did I do? I went to a boutique, got new clothes, got a good shoe. I went to speak. Nobody even knew. Because what I have, so long as the fire did not burn my body, it cannot take it away from me. I had new bags that I bought. One black chain bag. I have not even used it. My cash, new like mint inside my everything burnt. All my shoes, all my bags, all my clothes, everything. But so long as that fire did not burn me, no life was lost. I can regain everything. So anything I don't have is because I don't want to buy it. Any bag I see, I don't want to buy it. Like even before I was thinking, should I use my hair? Because I'm see now. I was like, can I use my hair like this? Or I should wear this wig? You see? So it's all has to do with your confidence. Let me put this back so my face doesn't change. Who is laughing? So I just had to wear this now so people don't think I'm not serious. But hope you're getting my point. What I'm trying to say is that you can build yourself to be very, 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 very confident. Am I wearing this improperly? So what people are cost now. You permit me to explain my hair out. Oh my God. Okay, so like I was saying, you have to build confidence, and your confidence determines your power. Have you seen people that they wear they wear Abba-made clothes, but the way they carry themselves, oh my God, even you that are wearing the designer self, you'll be wondering, it's not even the original one. I don't care. It's how you carry it, because confidence is like a dress you wear. I'm not wearing this thing well again. You have made me to give example more than my power. Oh my God. You shall manage it like that. And this thing is being recorded. Oh, patience has killed me. Where's my mirror? Well, you know what? Let me take it off. Okay. Like I was saying, you have to
We
build
are
your
sorry,
confidence.
ma.
Fine. So talking about savings, yeah, we've passed that. Saving, start with consistency over intensity, have a goal. I think that's to have a goal, then start saving small. Then the next one is budgeting. Some people know how to save, but they don't know how to budget. And your budgeting can affect your savings. If you don't know how to budget well, you might end up not being able to save. And now I want to give you an assignment. From tomorrow, when you're going out, write down, have a small notepad. Write down every single thing you spend your money on. You bought a bottle of water for 200, write it down. You're passing through traffic, you bought gala, write it down. Do this thing every single day for 7 days. Do it for another 7 days. Trust me, the third 7 or the 21st, I think 3 Sundays, 3 weeks is 21, right? The third 7 days you're going to be doing, you discover that your expenses will reduce drastically. Why? Because it will make you more aware. It will make you more aware. Have you guys seen how the red theory plays? Red theory, when you hear red theory, red car theory, rather, is when you want to buy a red car. All of a sudden, you start seeing red cars everywhere. It's not because they just appeared. They've always been there, but because you are not aware. You are not aware they are there. So some of us, it's not like somebody's going to come and give you wealth. You are going to become it because you already have it inside of you. You just want someone that will help you become aware. And that's what this mentorship program is all about, to help you become aware. Because me, I cannot teach you to be powerful. You're already powerful. I can only help you to become aware of your power. So now, okay, let me use dancing. When they say, I want to teach you how to dance, shake your body, let me teach you. No, nobody can teach you how to. We can only help you to be aware of how to shake your body. You've not seen some dance steps you cannot dance. Before you know you're not dancing, you're not dancing. You became aware that you can do it. That's how it works. So when you start tracking your spending, start tracking every single naira, you start becoming more aware. Why am I buying egg roll every day? Why am I buying samosa every day? You start becoming aware. Sometimes you don't want to spend on something because it will sound ridiculous. It will look ridiculous to write it down. So awareness starts. The more aware you become, the more easier for you to change a bad habit. So start budgeting. When your salary comes, how much goes into savings? How much goes into, if you have your rent, how much goes into your rent? Divide your rent by 12 months. You start saving that. every single month. If you can't save it, it means you're living above your means. Look for a smaller apartment or squat with someone. Your rent, utilities, how much you spend on utilities, how much you spend on food, how much you spend on transport, how much you spend on healthcare, your pad, all those sanitary pad, your toiletries, how much you spend on them, how much do you give as offering, how much do you give as tithes, how much do you give as welfare? If you have parents that you're sending money to, how much do you send to them? So these are things you need to put into consideration, right? So we have mindset, we have savings, we have budgeting. Now moving on to the next one, which is investing. So from investment, I'll just talk about one more and I'll take your questions. So now moving into investing. You can't invest. I didn't start with investing because you need to have a background before you get into investing. So now your mindset is set because it has to do with the mind. You have to start saving. You have to start budgeting. Some of us don't know how much you spend in a month. Like if I want to tell you, oh, Esther, how much you spend in a month? I want to give you some money. Like, you're not thought about it. We're supposed to know how much you spend in a month because these big guys, these big men, they know. Some of them will just go to like a mall, will spend like 150K for groceries, and that groceries must last for a month, and they have money. But we don't have all the money. We spend it as we like. So why are we surprised that we're not wealthy? Why are we surprised? You're not supposed to be surprised because wealth is something that has to do with intentionality. You have to be intentional. You have to be aware. You have to be committed. You have to be disciplined. Because it has to do with you becoming, there's a version of you that can handle wealth, not this version. So why are you getting financially wise or financially smart? Is because you want to become. Like look at a woman, before she becomes a mother, she goes through 9 months. That 9 months, your eye will open. The changes. Before you know, your breast starts, your waist, you are becoming a mother. But there's a process. It's just like you seeing a butterfly when it's trying to metamorphose, like it's trying to become a butterfly. You don't say, this thing is struggling, let me help it. If you help it, you have killed it from becoming a butterfly. That's how it is for some of us. If somebody should give you money now, they've killed you. Why? Because you have not become yet. To be dangerous. Okay, so you can't start investing when you don't have a background knowledge. Some people reach out to me, Jennifer, I want to invest in the stock market. And I'm like, hold on. On a scale of 1 to 10, how financially literate are you? Like 2, 3. Like you're not serious. You can't start investing without any knowledge of finance. Because if you start investing without having this knowledge, you start spending your investment. You start withdrawing every now and then. And now let me talk about the stock market because that's one of the simplest ones you can start with right now. What is a stock? A stock is a piece of a company. A piece of a company. So buying a stock means you are giving a company, take this my 50K and give me a piece of your company. That's what buying stocks mean. A stock market, what does it mean? A stock market is a place where the stocks of companies, the shares of companies are being traded, where they buy and sell stocks. That's what a stock market is, right? Then now, how do you make money from the stock market? There are 2 major ways. Number 1, capital gain. Number 2, dividend, right? And let me give you this disclaimer. You cannot make money from the stock market with 5K. Nobody should deceive you. No coach should lie to you. 5K will help you build consistency, but it cannot make you rich. So use 5K to be learning, just like I talk about small, to be learning it. Then as you grow, you discover that more money in the stock market will give you more. Let me give you an example of an investment. Let me talk about treasury bills. Treasury bills is like you giving loan to the government. People should take this money and run the country or run everything in the country for us and give me my money. If you put 100K, you will not get so much returns. If you put 1 million, you will get 160 something K thereabout. If you put 10 million, you will get 1 million plus. Like I think is it 1.6? If you put 100 million, you're getting almost above 10 million naira as your profit. And now this profit or this interest, you can take it upfront, meaning that you can give these people 100 million, or you can invest 100 million and take your profit upfront. That's why sometimes you see a rich man going on vacation, they might be spending their profit. You cannot go and envy them. Because a rich man can put 100 million now in treasury bills, collect his profit upfront, because you can take it upfront until it expires, they'll not give you back your capital. So I can put 100 million now, collect my 10 million gain and be spending till December, collect my capital back. I think that it favors the rich. That's for treasury bills. Now for stock, I said you can make money through in two ways, right? First one is capital gains. Capital gains is when you buy a stock for, let me say, $10, and the stock rises to $12. The $2 that is added is your capital gain. That's one way to make money in the stock market. The second way is through dividends. Dividends is the money a company pays its shareholders from the profits they make. So if Dangote makes 100 million naira in the month of March, he will share that 100 million, or his company will share that 100 million across his shareholders, like all over Nigeria. That's what dividends means. And you can live off dividends. Let me explain. If you invest 5K in Dangote and I invest 500K, we are both going to get dividends, but the amount I will get and the one you get will be different because of how much we invested. Okay, so those are the two ways. And now there are two ways to invest in the stock market. There's institutionalized investing, meaning you give your money to an institution like stockbrokers to help you invest. You can even go to your bank to help you invest in like the money markets. They can help you buy federal government bonds like you loaning to the government. That is very safe. It's low risk. Stock has high risks because the stock can just disappear, right? But bonds has low risk. You can go to your bank and tell them you want to invest in the money markets. They should help you invest in federal government bonds. You can also do state bonds and all that. Yeah. So the second way is using third-party app. This is where Bamboo comes in, and for Investor 2.0, we have Throve app, we have RiseVest. These are third-party apps. They're helping you to invest in the stock market. And that's the simplest way you can start. You can just go and download the Bamboo app, fill in the details, and you'll be verified, and you can start investing. I'm so sorry we cannot cover everything in one session. I'm so sorry. So bear with me. I'm trying to be very fast. Okay, so that's it for investing. You can do real estate, you can do other ones, but start somewhere. All right. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but I think the host will reach out to me in case you have any question concerning the investing. And we can take it up from there. Yeah. So it's not like I'm coming to shoot you and run away. No, I'm always here to take your questions. So now let me talk about relationship. As women, the relationships you have is very powerful and very important. Have a network of women you can fall back on, that you can cry on their shoulders, that you can ask for help, that you can ask for mentorship, that you can grow with, and they can help you grow, they can help you stretch. Stop following local champions. The place you're going is far. You need to associate yourself with people that are living your dreams. I'm not saying you don't just go and meet one celebrity. Hey, Pastor Ibuka Awosika, come and be my mentor. No, there are people in your circle that you can really work with. There are people in your circle that look like they know where they are going. You can just start entering, start going for events, conferences. You start meeting other people. You can start changing your circle of friends. Trust me, relationship is powerful. Relationship. There's some places you will not be able to enter until somebody asks you to come. Somebody tells you to come. That's relationship, because it's not about what you know, it's about who you know multiplied by what you know will do powerful wonders in your life. Who you know by what you know, because you can know so much and nobody knows you. You can know so much and nobody refers you. You can know so much and nobody talks about you. So your wealth, as I said, your network is tied to your net worth. Your network. So your worth now, your value is tied to the people you have around you, your community. Have a community of women where you can easily go and cry, you can be vulnerable, and they will not laugh at you, they will not mock you. I have that. I have a circle that I can go and say, me, I need money. People should send me money. There's times I'm like, okay, come and borrow me. There's times I'm like, I need money. People should dash me.
I think you are muted, ma'am. We cannot hear you anymore. We can't hear you. Am I the only one?
I hear her too. I can hear you.
Okay, if you can hear us, ma'am, you're muted. Let me reach out to her.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, ma'am. While she's trying to connect back, please, if you have your questions, just start dropping them on the chat box so that when she's back, she can answer them. Or if you want to speak, let us know. Please drop your questions on the chat box. We have space for questions, so if you have
Can you hear me
questions.
now?
Okay, yes, welcome back, ma'am.
Okay. Did you hear everything I said?
Yeah, we stopped at where you were talking about having the community you can rely
Oh
on.
my God, that was a long, oh God, oh God. Okay, just try to start building your community. And I said, try building a relationship before you need one. Build a relationship before you need one. Learn how to honor people. Honor people. Honor is another currency. You can use honor to go places. Honor people. Yeah. If you don't know how to honor people, my dear, you're gonna be left behind. So know how to honor people. Be humble because you can't honor people if you're not humble enough. So I'm so glad to be with you, with all of you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Miss Patience, for having me. Please ask your questions, or I think our time is fast spent already. Ask your questions, please.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
ma'am.
much.
We're grateful. Thank you so much. We're celebrating you. Let's keep celebrating her. Thank you. We've learned a lot. A lot. She even recommended books for us to read. You know, she touched on every aspect. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are grateful. Please drop in your questions so that she can answer them. I've asked for questions since I've not seen anyone yet. Okay, thank you. Patience, our convener says she will be reading the books you recommended. Thank you, ma. People are not answering them. Okay, I mean, they are not asking. Let me ask my own question. Let me ask my own question. Is there someone that wants to talk?
Is there someone else to talk? If you can see my hand.
I can hear someone.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, you can hear.
Yes, can hear. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you very much. It was a really amazing class. I think it literally came with a mix of comedy and financial advice and a lot of other things. So thank you. It was a really, really enjoyable class. So my question, the first one is for long-term wealth creation, what investments should we prioritize, especially as Nigerians and women in Africa? Then the second one, what practices can help us shift from a survival mindset to a wealth mindset, especially when our upbringing normalizes financial struggle. What are those things or practices that can be done to change that? And just to touch a little bit, because you spoke about money blueprints or money consciousness, how can women identify and rewrite money blueprints that are shaped by scarcity, trauma, or cultural expectations? Thank you.
Okay, so let me start. Please mute your mic. Thank you. Let's start from the second question, talking about the scarcity mindset, everything. I know I recommended the book, The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind. That book is going to help you a whole lot. The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind. You can also reach out to me through the host. I have some other books to recommend that will help build your mindset. I'll help build your mindset. But The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind will go a lot in helping you break free from that mindset. Yeah. So another thing that can help you is what a book does to you is to help you see the world from the author's point of view. You climb on their shoulders to see what is possible. That's why we read success stories. That's why we allow people to motivate us, to help us see that these things we want to do, they are possible. But we have to operate at a certain frequency. And I give an example of how your church will ask you to fast. The fasting is just to tune you, to make your spirit aligned to what is happening, so you don't miss out on prophecies, you don't miss out on the word and all that. That's the same way books will help you. Books will help you. And there are some books that you might not understand the first time. There are books you need to read more than twice to understand. And there are some books you need to read before reading some other books to have a foundation. All right. There are so many of them, but I want you to start from The Secrets to the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. It's not really a big book. You can start reading, start building. You should read like a page a day or a chapter a day. Just start reading, because you're trying to change a particular belief. You're trying to change your paradigm. You're trying to change what you are used to. Because like I said, you have to become. So you become someone that is committed to reading. You start reading. And events also will help you. Events. When you go for events, you go for conferences, you see people doing amazing things. Young people like you doing things. You'll be like, oh, if this person can do it, I can do it. So that thing gives you, it opens your mind, because exposure has a lot to do with your becoming. Some of us, we think some things are not possible because we've not seen somebody close doing it. When you enter into that circle, that's why they say, if you have 5 friends that are rich, you are counting wrong. You are 6. You have 6 friends. You are the 6th person. And if you have 5 or 4 friends that are poor, it's not 5. It's 6, because you are the 6th poor person. So you have to learn by association as well. Your exposure. Sometimes just get dressed and go somewhere you feel, I don't fit in here. Just go there. You can just dress up. If you stay in Abuja, you can just dress up and go to Sheraton. You can go to Transcorp. You can just go somewhere, an expensive restaurant, and see how people are spending money. Like, these people are human beings, so, and they have 2 heads. You see some ladies spending, they're not doing hookup. They don't have Yahoo boyfriends. These are women that build themselves, and they are eating from the fruit of their labor. Okay, so associations will help you with your books, going for events and conferences. And when you go for events, try to meet people. Don't go and be like someone that is going about sharing complimentary card. When you meet me at an event, I don't want you to give me a complimentary card. Or you are seeing me in the flesh. Let's connect. Let's bond. Don't tell me this is my if I go home, I will forget the complimentary card. I know there's a place for complimentary card, but I don't do it anymore. Because you are seeing somebody, let's connect. It's when I feel your energy. I'm like, oh, I think I can connect with this person. And now when it comes to connecting and networking, you need to be a person of value. That's why you have to sit down now and start reading and start having the building blocks. If you're really confused on how you can discover all these things, and when it comes to purpose, all those things, you can dive into Miles Monroe's books. Understanding your potential, releasing your potential, maximizing your potential. Then you start knowledge. And now let me recommend something. There's a podcast on Spotify by Bob Proctor. I'm going to share the link. I'm going to share the link with your host. So she drops it. I don't know if you have a group or something. So she drops it there. That podcast will change your life. It's just 5 hours long. Just do 30 minutes every day for the next 30 days. And your life will be transformed. Just do 20 minutes every day for the next 30 days. And your life will be transformed. So I talk about books. I'm adding a podcast, your association, your environment. Even if you are staying in a one room, face me, I face you, you can outgrow your environment by reading, by seeing life from other people's experiences. Now, moving on to the long-term investment. It depends on what you want to achieve. It depends on your goals. But like I said with stocks. There are other ones, but I said with stocks because it's something you can start small and build. You cannot start investing in real estate with 5K. Yeah. So when you enter stocks, from stocks, you cannot use real estate to sustain your wealth. Real estate is what people use to keep their money. So they'll do stocks or they'll do business because there's also a business part. You can do business if you have built yourself, like me that makes money from coaching, from speaking. I can collect that money now and have a business. For my business now, I can say, okay, I want to invest in the stock market. From the stock market now, I want to sustain my wealth. I cannot go into real estate. You cannot go into investing in other people's businesses. It depends on your goals, right? But when it comes to transgenerational wealth, it is real estate. But trust me, big men, rich men that you know, they also do stock investing. So there's no one size fits all. If you have the money, I'm not saying everybody here doesn't have money. If you have the money and you want to start real estate, that's fine. But you have to be patient. It's a long-term thing. But if you're just starting, you can do stocks, work your way up. You can do businesses, you can invest in businesses. And there's a level you get to, you just become an investor, you make money off other people's sweat. You give them money, they give you returns, you give your capital, and give you interest. You can start somewhere. Real estate is for sustainability. Stocks, you can use stock as a vehicle to build, real estate to sustain. So that's how that works. But then the starting point, get a job. You should have a job. Yeah. So if you have zero, you don't have anything, ask for help. If you have a job, start from there and start applying all those principles. Go back and read more, listen to great people. But Proctor is someone you should listen to. I recommend him 100%. So I think I'm able to do justice to that. I've been able to rather do justice to that. So any other question? I gotta go. Do you have any question? Are you satisfied, ma'am?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Is any other question? So I can allow you to continue while I take a bow.
Hello, Lois. Do we have questions? I see that you're muted.
Okay, so I didn't see any question. I think there's no any other question.
Okay, so Miss Patience, please release me so I can leave.
Thank you.
I have another commitment right away.
All right,
Thank
ma'am. Thank you so much. We are grateful. Thank you so much.
All right, see you at the top. Bye, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. Hope we had a very good time. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in. We had a nice time with our mentor for today. So quickly, we'll just be sharing a few announcements. This Friday, which is tomorrow, we'll be having a quick dive into career and business growth, part 2. So do well to make yourself available. And are you excited that next week we'll be delving into the marriage and relationship series? I know we don't want to miss that. So please watch out for it. Don't forget, you can always reach out to us. You can reach out to us. We have our visionary convener, our visionary leader, which is Miss Patience Tangi. Our mentorship program lead, which is Miss Grace, and technical support, which is I myself. And if you have any emails, you can send them to us. Our email address is theconfidencewoman2@gmail.com. And you can also call or WhatsApp these numbers. So I want to say thank you so much for being with us. Remember, dear confident woman, that your financial future is not a coincidence. It's a product of decisions you start making from this moment. Like our mentor has said, save a little, spend wisely, learn continuously, and believe that you deserve abundance in every form. Thank you so much for showing up, for learning, and for choosing growth. You have come so far to session 9, and I want to celebrate you specially for that. So I'll be seeing you at the next session. Thank you so much. I don't know if there's any other thing from our convener and our mentorship lead before we end the call.
All right. Thank you so much, Lois, for hosting us tonight. You did a great job. Thank you. Ladies, thank you for staying on the call. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for staying active. Okay, so tomorrow's session, we actually are not supposed to have tomorrow's session. It was supposed to be held on Tuesday, but we had a little mix-up with our mentors. So that's why we are making use of Friday. If you can remember, we've just been using Tuesdays or Thursdays. So we want to especially apologize for intruding in your tomorrow, and we hope that at least you'll be available to join. So tomorrow's session is going to be very special because we have 2 mentors that will be coming on. The other mentor is a business expert. She does business herself, and she also trains others in business. So if you're thinking about grant writing, business pitch, all of those things. I had a business pitch last weekend, and she was the one who coached me through the process. So if you have, I want to believe, literally every one of us, she have like a mini business, right? A small business you're running. So if you've been thinking about financing it and all of that, please try to be available for tomorrow's session. She's going to be there. Then we have another mentor who is also going to be joining us. She is also a business person, right? And she has been running business, I think, for over 6 or 7 years now. She has a very large farm where she does business and even does importations and all, sorry, exportations and all. So we are going to be learning a lot from tomorrow's session. So if you can, I know it's not within our time frame. Sorry, it's not within our day. It's not Tuesday and it's not Thursday. But if you can and if you be available, kindly join tomorrow's session. Then I wanted to just give us an update. Our graduation is going to be taking place on the 18th. And then I want us to react. I want to see your reactions, that you're excited. You've stayed on this for 10 weeks. Oh my God. I cannot even believe we are like in week 9. Can you imagine? Like, I did not believe we'll be here. Yes. So our graduation is going to be on the 18th. Yes, amazing. I love your reactions. Thank you for that. So it's going to be on the 18th. That's on a Thursday, and it's still going to be the same time, 7 p.m. We have a few mentors who will come on board, share some, just wrap up the entire mentorship program with us. So we also plan to give room to our mentees. So if you have a testimony you want to share on that day, you have something you want to share from as it has to do with what you've learned from the mentorship program, you have the room for that. Just reach out to Lois or Grace, or you can also reach out to myself. So if you have anything at all, then we also want to we are getting our website ready. So we want to give an opportunity to at least 3 of our mentees from this cohort to do like maybe a 1 or 2 minute video of what you've learned, right? from session 1 down to like the last session, like what has changed about your life. So we need those videos so we could put them on our website to show that this is the proof of what we've done so far. These are some of the persons. So if you want your face to be captured there, you can also do us a 1 or 2 minutes video, depending on what you can capture. But if you're able to capture just 1 minute, that's fine. But the maximum is 2 minutes. So you send that to us too, and then we get it ready on the website. I just wanted to put that forward so we plan ahead of time and we avail ourselves. Plus, we are going to be giving some awards. We're going to be giving awards, amazing awards on that day to our mentees, right? And also the team. So if we call on you on that day for an award and you're not live, we'll give your award to somebody else. Yes. And for every other person, you will get your certificate of participation. Yes, that's what will happen. So if you're not live, we'll give it. That's like you don't have it. So these are some of the information I wanted us to just know about. Is Gracie still on the call? Gracie, do you have any other information you want to share with us?
Hi everyone. Good evening once again. Not at all from my end. I think I was going to highlight on some of those things and you've already done that. Thank you so much, Lois. Thank you everyone for staying through to the end of the call. I am very, very sure that we've learned a lot of things. While she was talking, I mean, I had a lot of thoughts. We have work to do. I don't know about it, but personally, I know I have a lot of things to do. So one emphasis from me is that do not just hear this, get to work, all of us. Like, even if you have been doing them before, this is the time to get to do them more. If you have been like practicing some of those habits before, this is the time to like build on the consistency. Like, it got me really thinking. I don't know. Tonight got me really thinking, and I don't know about you. So, whatever it is that you've learned, ensure you get to work and get to apply them. So, from my end, I really do not have any information rather than what I've been shared. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for that. So over to you, Lois.
All right, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Let's have a wonderful night's rest. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Oh my goodness.